In this session, we are going to learn about measurement of central tendency. We have already discussed how to find the measurement of central tendency by mean, median and mode. The three methods we have already discussed, but we also have one more way of finding measurement of central tendency, and by this we can get the value of the median, which is also a measurement of central tendency, and this is done by using graphs. So the graphical method of finding measurement of central tendency, also called as graphical representation of cumulative frequency distribution curve. In this we have two kinds of curves. We have less than cumulative frequency curve and greater than cumulative frequency curve, and it is called as less than O give curve, more than O give curve. It is read as less than O give, and already I gave how it is pronounced. It is OJEEV. Less than ogive curve, greater than ogive curve. Using these two curves, we will be able to find the median by drawing the graphs. And to draw the graphs, we already know how can we draw a graph by using a graph sheet. So in a graph sheet, we have x-axis and y-axis, where the x-axis is called as abscissa and the y-axis is called as ordinate. We take the upper or the lower boundaries on the x-axis and the corresponding cumulative frequencies which we are going to find on the y-axis, and we are going to plot the graph. So let us see how can we go with these two graphs. First thing, let us discuss about less than ogive curve. Less than ogive curve. For less than ogive curve, we are going to use the upper boundaries of a given class interval, and they are taken on x-axis, that is abscissa, and the corresponding less than cumulative frequencies can be taken on the y-axis, that is the ordinate. The points are joined after we get the concerned points on x-axis and y-axis. We are going to join them with a freehand curve which is in the shape of an S. So in this way we can get the less than cumulative frequency, that is using the upper boundaries, and cumulative frequencies, that is less than cumulative frequency points, that is on the y-axis. Next, greater than cumulative frequencies or greater than ogive curve. Similar to that of the less than cumulative frequencies, the greater than cumulative frequencies or less than greater than ogive curve, we are going to use the lower boundaries and on the x-axis, and the corresponding greater than cumulative frequencies on the ordinate, that is y-axis. Here also we are going to get points. We are going to join them with a free hand. We are going to draw a smooth curve which is going to be in the shape of S. So I have taken both the graphs in the examples below. You can check it out. Less than ogive and greater than ogive curve, we see that both are in the shape of S. When we are going to combine them together, we are going to get a meeting point for these two graphs, and that particular point, from that particular meeting point, we are going to drop a perpendicular on x-axis. That particular point is called the median class. I think you understood. Fine. So let us elaborately get into the each graph. First, we are going to discuss about less than ogive curve. So I have taken an example of a survey regarding the heights of 51 girls of a class 10th, and we have obtained the data, and we are going to find the median from this given data. How? I have the class intervals, I have the frequencies. Now see, how can we take the upper boundaries less than, for this I said already, for less than ogive curve we are going to consider the upper boundaries. Now below 140, 140 to 145, you can take it as centimeters. Now we see that we have taken all the upper boundaries, 140, 145, 150, 155, 160 and 165. Less than 140 centimeters, how many students are there? 4. Less than 145, if we see, less than 140 are also less than 145. Therefore 7 plus 4 is 11. Now less than 150, 11 plus 18, 29. 29 plus 11, 40, less than 160, 40 plus 6, 46, less than 165, 46 plus 5, 51. So in this way we are going to find the cumulative frequencies. We use the upper boundaries. Now we get the points, the upper boundaries, that are 140, 145, 150, 155, 160 and 165, and their corresponding cumulative frequencies 4, 11, 29, 40, 46 and 51. Taking these points on the graph sheet, I have already said the class interval should be taken on x-axis and the corresponding frequency should be taken on the y-axis. So after taking them on the x-axis and y-axis, we are going to join accordingly all the points with a freehand smooth curve. We should not use any scale. We are going to draw it free-handedly. We see that they are joined and we get an S-shaped curve. Now we have total 51. How to find the median? We have total 51 girls. So to get the median, 51 we take n by 2 value. That is n is 51, n by 2 is 25.5. From 25.5 on y-axis, we are going to draw a perpendicular onto the curve which we have obtained by joining the points. It's going to contact the curve at a particular point. That from that particular point we are going to draw a perpendicular onto the x-axis, which is going to meet the x-axis at a particular point. That particular point on x-axis is called the median of the given graph. Now we are going to find also the greater than cumulative frequencies. In the next example, I'll explain how to find the greater than cumulative frequencies. Now same data I have taken, but I have taken the class interval size 5, 10, 10 to 15, 15 to 20. Now frequencies are same. Now I said for greater than cumulative frequencies, we are going to take the lower boundaries. Lower boundaries are 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 and 30. And the cumulative frequencies greater than 5. We see that greater than 5, all the values are greater than 5. Therefore, I get the cumulative frequency as 51. 5 plus 10, 5 plus 8 plus 12 plus 7 plus 9 plus 10. All are greater than 5. Therefore, it is 51. Now, greater than 10. That means up till 10, we have to neglect them. We have to remove them. That is 51 minus 5 is 46. 46 minus 8 is 38. 38 minus 12 is 26. 26 minus 7 is 19. 19 minus 9 is 10. In this way, we are going to find the cumulative frequencies. These are greater than 5, greater than 10, greater than 15, greater than 20. In that way, if you are able to understand and see how I have taken, you can better understand. Now, taking the cumulative frequencies and the lower boundaries, which we have the points as 5, 51, 10, 46. We have all the points. Taking all the points onto the graph of x-axis and y-axis, I am going to get the same S-shaped curve. Same thing, 51 by 2 at a particular point it's going to take up, and from that particular point we are going to touch the graph and take a perpendicular onto the x-axis, which is called the median. So in this way we are going to find the median by using less than and greater than cumulative frequency curves, or less than and greater than ogive curve. Now combining them together, how can we get? Now in the next slide we can see that I have combined both the data. I have taken the less than k data and greater than data, and I have drawn the graphs, and we see that both the graphs meet at a particular point. Wherever these graphs are meeting at a particular point, from that particular point draw a perpendicular onto the x-axis. We see that that particular point, wherever the perpendicular meets on the x-axis, is known as median of the data. In this way we are going to find the median by using the graphs. We are going to find the median by a formula method, and we are going to find the median, that is the measurement of central tendency of any given data, by the graph also. Both the graphs are less than ogive curve and greater than ogive curve. For less than ogive curve, we are going to use the upper boundaries. For greater than ogive curve, we are going to use the lower boundaries and their corresponding frequencies, and drawing the graph. And wherever it meets, we draw a perpendicular from that particular point wherever they are meeting onto x-axis. And that particular point on the x-axis is called as the median of the given class. In this way, we are going to find the median. And you can take up any example of your textbook so that you can better understand and draw a graph and check whether we are getting the point perfectly or not. In this way, we are going to find the measurement of central tendency by using graphs. So in the next session, we are going to see some more problems of mean, median and mode, and how to find them, and what is the relationship between mean, median and mode. Thank you.